6 months ago, you got a $20,000 raise. Today, you have less saved than before it hit your account. You are earning more than you ever have and somehow falling further behind. This is the salary trap, and it does not catch reckless spenders. It catches people making perfectly reasonable decisions, one upgrade at a time. The math behind how it works is worse than you think. This pattern of spending expanding alongside a higher paycheck is called lifestyle inflation. It rarely happens overnight. Instead, it creeps in through a series of micro decisions that each feel completely logical in the moment. When you judge each upgrade one at a time, it makes sense. You work hard, you earn this money, and spending a little more feels entirely justified. But this is a predictable human reaction, not a simple failure of willpower. Behavioral scientists recognize this as a response to several hardwired biases. Mental accounting explains how we categorize money into separate mental buckets. When a raise arrives, we label the new money as extra and spend it more freely. This shift is accelerated by social comparison, adjusting our lifestyle to match our peers and present bias, which causes us to favor immediate comfort over future stability. Before the real cost becomes clear, your baseline of normal has shifted. Your new salary hasn't bought you more security. It has simply raised the cost of your daily life, transforming luxury upgrades into mandatory baseline expenses. Consider a typical transition, jumping from a salary of $50,000 to $80,000. On paper, this $30,000 bump feels like a life-changing windfall, shifting the entire boundary of what feels affordable. Yet, the money rarely vanishes into reckless splurges. It disappears through a series of quiet, highly defensible upgrades. It starts with the apartment. Moving out of a cramped, shared space into a quiet one-bedroom adds $500 a month to the rent. This is easily justified as an investment in daily comfort and professional focus. Next comes the commute. Upgrading to a newer, more reliable vehicle adds $350 a month, a choice framed as pure practicality for getting to work safely. With the new professional responsibilities and longer hours, dining out and ordering delivery increase by $200 a month. Cooking takes time, and the raise was meant to buy back convenience. Finally, a few small additions, a better gym membership, a couple of streaming services, a grocery delivery app, add another $60 a month. These are tiny, isolated expenses that quietly harden into the background noise of daily life. None of these individual decisions represent reckless extravagance. Each one is backed by a logical explanation. Yet, when stacked together, these modest upgrades consume over $1,000 of new monthly spending. When combined with the higher taxes of a larger salary, the financial upside of the raise is completely wiped out before a single dollar can be saved. The baseline of what you consider acceptable has permanently shifted, leaving you feeling just as financially constrained as you were on $50,000. To see how this plays out over time, trace the financial paths of two different earners over a 10-year period. Person A earns $50,000 a year. By keeping their expenses low, they consistently save 20% of their income, putting away $10,000 every single year. Person B earns $80,000 a year. They are highly compensated, but they allow lifestyle inflation to consume their entire paycheck, saving nothing for the future. Person A regularly invests their $10,000 into a low-cost S&P 500 index fund with a minimal 0.03% fee. Over a decade, the compounding effect of these contributions becomes undeniable. With a 6% annual return, Person A accumulates over $131,000. At a 7% return, that nest egg grows to roughly $138,000. If the market average hits 8%, the total reaches nearly $145,000, pushing toward $150,000 with nominal long-term returns. Meanwhile, person B has earned an extra $300,000 in cumulative salary over those same 10 years. But because every single dollar of their higher income was absorbed by a larger apartment, car payments, and daily conveniences, their invested wealth remains at exactly zero. The math exposes a stark reality. Compounding rewards, regular, disciplined contributions, far more than a bigger paycheck alone. Person A built a six-figure cushion on a modest income, while person B has nothing to show for their career progress. Your savings rate beats your income level every time. Income simply determines your current level of comfort, but your savings rate is what determines your actual financial freedom. We play two entirely different financial games, yet we often mistake them for the same one. The first is earning for comfort. A higher salary upgrades your daily existence, offering nicer spaces, premium food, and immediate convenience. It buys a more pleasant present, but it cannot buy tomorrow. The second game is keeping money for autonomy. Real freedom does not come from what you make. It comes from the gap between your income and your expenditures. The capital that remains unspent, compounding over time, is what buys control over your choices and your calendar. This perspective welcomes professional ambition and higher earnings, but warns against the automatic, subconscious expansion of your baseline lifestyle. True wealth requires keeping enough of your income to escape the necessity of daily labor, transforming your paychecks into actual independence. From here, we stop managing comfort and start building escape routes. Escaping this cycle requires shifting the sequence of your cash flow. Instead of saving whatever remains at the end of the month, you must route a fixed percentage of your paycheck into savings or investments before your daily life ever sees it. This is not a test of monthly willpower. It is a system of behavior design. Modern payroll platforms like Workday or ADP let you establish split direct deposits. In Workday, you can set up a secondary account to receive a set percentage of your salary first, directing only the remaining balance to your checking account. The optimal moment to execute this is before your next salary increase even lands. By deciding to automate 50% of your next raise into savings before it hits your account, you block lifestyle inflation before it begins. One professional did exactly this after a $10,000 raise. They set up an automatic transfer for $5,000 of the pre-tax bump directly into their index funds. Because they never adjusted to seeing that money in their checking account, they avoided the luxury creep entirely while preserving a comfortable lifestyle. Even under pressure from an $1,800 rent or a $33,000 student loan balance, this rule scales. You can start by automating just 3% or directing that percentage entirely toward high-interest debt principal. The absolute number matters less than locking in the default path, ensuring your money works for your freedom before it can be spent on comfort. Today, the temptation to upgrade our lives grows with every promotion, but the math remains undefeated. Income only buys comfort, while your savings rate buys freedom. The choice of which game you play is ultimately yours. Share your thoughts in the comments.